Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 213-640-9738. That's 213-640-9738. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
All right. What's going on, guys? I am in here. We got all this air on that nigga. What's going on, man? Let me do the social media thing real quick. Let me let everybody know that I'm live. Everybody hit that that like button. Let me let everybody know that we're live real quick. Let me throw that up here real quick. Let me throw it all on my social medias real quick. How y'all doing, man? Glad to have everybody tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on one second. Hold on. All right, let me just throw all this on social media. Hope you guys had a very good week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all had a great week. Let me put one more on Facebook and then we're good to go. A lot of stuff we're gonna hit on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hashi Squela Lo to everybody. Hashi Squela Lo. To the Foundation of Black American Fam. Hello to the International Fam. You dig? All right, I'm just throwing all this stuff on social media. All right, Hashi Square Lalo. All right, we're here. Everybody come on in the room. We're here. We're talking the topic of today. We're talking about Teletubbie Tethers. That's what we're talking about. We're going to touch on Teletubbie Tethers. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody pile on in the room. Got to get everybody in the room. Pile on in the room, brethren and sisters. You understand? Everybody pile on in the room. All right? Papi Akute. Papi Akute to the family. That means peace to the family in our ancestral Tut language. Papi Akute. Papi Akute to the family. All right? Papi Akute. While everybody's gathering in the room, as you know, and if you don't know, let me go to the board here. Let me go to the vision board or the victory board. Before we get started here, let me go to the victory board here. If you don't know, with the crowdfunding for the Hidden History Museum, ladies and gentlemen, we have exceeded our goal. 1,146,000, ladies and gentlemen. We have not only reached our goal, we exceeded our initial goal. So the Hidden History Museum is definitely going to be a reality. I have to give a big, beautiful Foundational Black American thanks to the FBA family and to the international allies who contributed to help make this thing a reality. So much love and so much respect to the family. This is a phenomenal feat. This is a phenomenal feat, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to get into this. I'm so very excited. And by the way, people, you can still contribute. We're still taking contributions on Indiegogo, ladies and gentlemen. We're still taking contributions because we got a lot of work to do with the museum, but we're getting the ball rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a phenomenal thing. This is absolutely phenomenal. And this is a great look just to show how when we get on code, we can accomplish anything. Y'all saying I'm looking, the ladies are saying I'm looking good. I thank you for that. I thank you, ladies. The ladies are choosing heavy. Ladies, is it because of the $1 million? Is that what it is? Did the million make me sexy? It's not my money. It's for the museum. Ladies, come on now. Come on, back up off a player. Ladies, come on. I'm gonna get my prayer rag on the ladies. Back up. Shoo. Back up. I know the OnlyFans is drying up, but come on. Hashi square low. I gotta speak in Tut on y'all ass. Y'all are y'all trying to get a trick bill paid? Y'all choosing kind of hard. I know that little OnlyFans money is drying up. Y'all choosing a little hard in here because I got that little million. So now y'all choose. Is it the million? You're trying to get your nails and your feet done? No, it's not that kind of party. This is for the museum, ladies. Come on. This is for the museum. I cannot trick this money off on you like that. I can't do that. This is the museum. I'm not going to trick off the museum money on your bundles. I'm not going to do it. I think the million made me a little sexier. Y'all think y'all choosing real goddamn heavy. Lord, I gotta pray these lust spirits off you. All right, I'm getting them spirits off you, ladies. Come on now. But listen, we did a wonderful thing with the museum. We did a great thing with the museum. You understand? We did a great thing with the museum. And let's be very clear. I want to give people, this is a lesson. I'm going to show people how to get stuff done like this. This is why with the process of the museum, I want to show everybody the process of it. I want to show everybody the process of getting this done. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button while I'm talking. I want to show the process. Number one, because I want to show the process because even though we did a phenomenal thing, do you know there's still some haters out there? There were a lot of haters. There were a lot of haters out here. And I want to give y'all some lessons on how to stay focused and accomplish things. Okay? I want to show people how to stay focused and accomplish things. Notice there were a lot of haters. There were a lot of people putting up videos, hating. Y'all were sending me videos. Hey, this person is saying this person is saying that. I played past that. I didn't really, number one, I didn't watch any hater videos because I knew that was coming. And I want to show you how ineffective haters are. Haters are very ineffective. When you get enough codified people who's on the same page, haters are ineffective. In order for a hater to be effective, they got to go on a suicide mission. They got to just take you out and take themselves out. That's a suicide mission. But generally, haters are non-effective. The only effect or the only power you give a hater is by acknowledging a hater. That's really the only power they have is you acknowledging their stupid ass. When you don't acknowledge a stupid ass hater, they fall and wither at the vine. You understand? That's going to happen. I want y'all to be clear. When we do something constructive, the haters are going to be around. That's why you know I didn't acknowledge none of these people because we were too focused. The name of the game of the haters was to basically give them shine and to basically waste our time so that we would not be focused on continuing our goal. I want black people to learn how to play past haters and stop wasting time with people who make these bad faith arguments. When people come around, well, why do we really need a museum? Number one, that's a bad faith argument. That's a motherfucker who's there to waste your time. You understand? I told anybody who asked all these bad faith questions, we'll address those bullshit questions after we reach our goal. We acknowledge all the dumb shit after we reach the goal if we choose so. You gotta stay focused. Haters are very ineffective, as we have proven. All them haters, nothing. We still reached our goal. They didn't move nothing. The haters didn't affect a damn thing. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, when you stay on the course, all the trolling haters, you have them work for you because the haters try so hard to be acknowledged. They keep on putting videos after videos. They promote your ass more. They don't get nothing and they give you more promotion. I salute you damn haters for promoting the link, for promoting the crowdfunding. Y'all help get the word out. You understand? Use your haters. Haters are hoes. You got to use your hoes. Haters are big old hoes. You put hoes on the internet track. Make them hoes work. Put 10 toes to the pavement, hoe, and get out there and work for daddy. Haters. That's how you got to look at the haters. They're promotion. All the bullshit bad faith arguments they use, don't nobody believe that stupid shit, and people see right past it. So when they promote it and people see the real intent behind what we're doing, they're like, oh damn, that sounds like it's pretty cool. Let me get on board with that. Let me contribute to that. That sounds like it's pretty thorough. This hating ass nigga who I just got the link from, he ain't doing shit. You understand? None of the hate niggas who's babbling for 10 and 12 hours. I mean, niggas having telethons of hate. There were hate-a-thons. But they were promoting this shit. This was free promotion for us. And none for them. And they're so mad. You understand? Because see, they want to get acknowledgement. I played past all of those bad faith ass arguments. Now, even when we were in the middle of the campaign, you had a lot of these naysayers, these haters, trying to talk down, talking about we weren't going to reach it. Oh, you ain't going to reach that shit. What you going to do with the money now? Is you going to give it back like you said? Oh, they were big mad. Oh, they were praying that it was going to be a failure. All those haters were praying it was going to be a failure. They were praying. And boy, when those numbers start getting up, because usually during the end of the campaign, the numbers come in heavy. So them numbers started racking up, and boy, those haters started, them eyes started bucking. Then they started making up all types of bullshit. Well, Tariq might have put his own money in there just so he could save things. I mean, they didn't want to give it up, which I can't put my own money on the campaign. And if you notice on the campaign, we didn't get no big donations. We didn't get any big donations in the campaign. I want to show you something, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be very clear. We didn't get any big donations. Everything was small, generally small. We generally got small donations. Okay, let me show you. We got small donations. We got like, hold on. This is what we got. We got relatively small to moderate donations. We got, hold on. Some of the big we didn't get 100,000. We didn't get 50,000. We didn't get the quiet donor. We got 2 for 10,000. 2 people donated 10,000. 21 people did 5,000. 191 did 1,000, which was good. 175 did $500. So as you see, 100 people, 2,339 people did 100. Almost 5,000 people did 50. So it was generally small, all grassroots. See, very doable. It was, most of the donations were very small. They were very small, but it was so many people giving the small donations. You see? When everybody gets on code, you don't have to exert yourself too much, just a little. Everybody get on code and put in a little, and we're good to go. And the people who put in the larger donations, they're going to get a lot out of the museum because we're going to advertise their businesses. So this is going to work out great for them for this campaign. And now there's my NFL brother, they're going to send a larger donation to our foundation. They didn't put it on here because I think it was a little bit too large for them to put it on the campaign. But let's be very clear. No athletes or no rappers or no singers or nobody contributed to the crowdfunding on Indiegogo. Nobody. Okay? None of them. It was you, family. It was the working class, everyday black man, black woman, grassroots. I want y'all to be very clear. We didn't go to white mommy, white daddy, no corporate structure. We did this. I want y'all to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we did this. It was 100% grassroots. Somebody's asking about Nick Cannon. Hopefully Nick might have been busy. Hopefully Nick will be able to send something, later on down the line. But shout out to Nick. I mean, Nick wasn't, he said he was going to do something. He's not obligated. Sometimes shit happens, but we didn't need that. I just showed people we actually didn't need it because we got our goal. You understand? We got our goal, and that was a great thing. And we got to keep up that momentum. Now, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Hold on one second. There are, after we got our goal, there were some people slick hating. Oh, there was a lot of people slick hating. Yes, they were. There were some people slick hating, people throwing shots. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. There were people throwing shots, trying to talk down on the museum. Some people who hang out in the empowerment circles. What's that one dude, that Jay Reed dude? I'm not going to give him too much shine. He's a non-FBA tether. Okay, and this dude hangs around our circles. We actually had him in the Melanoid 300 group on Facebook. We actually had him as a member. I took his ass out. Yeah, I took him out as a member. But ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of these little old haters lurking around. We had a lot of these haters lurking around. Hold on one second. Oh, yes, we did. We had a few of them hanging around, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of them are getting called out. Now, that one Jay Reed guy, he's been just making his little slick comments, and a lot of people have been kind of warning me about this dude for a minute. He's a nobody. That's why I'm not really giving him no shine, but he knows who he is, and we got his ass out of the Melanoid 300. So we got to clean house. Yeah, we got to, yeah. We're going to have to clean house. Got to clean house. And boy, Joloff and Oxtail Twitter, they were big mad. They were extremely mad. Boy, they've been making videos, Oxtail Twitter, Joloff Twitter, a lot of these non-FBA haters on YouTube. I mean, they're big mad. Yeah, that Jay Reed guy, yeah, that dude, no, not comedian Jay Reed. No. This is the non-FBA tether who hangs around. That other dude, who's supposed to be a conscious dude, I'm not going to give him no shine, but y'all know who he is. He does a lot of videos, and he hopped up talking about why we need a museum. I've been trying to get some land. All I raised was $3,000. Why we need a museum? Oh, see, these people are showing their hands now. All these people are playing their hand. Oh, this dude makes a lot of conscious videos. All of a sudden, he jumps out the window. We need some land. Negro, we got to start prioritizing. There's some land in Alabama that I wanted to get. I wanted to get some land so we can grow some food and do that. Yeah, y'all, the people in the room are saying his name. The people in the room are saying his name. Okay? The people in the room are saying the guy's name. I'm not going to give him no shine, but y'all know who he is. Oh, he was big hating. Yeah? Now, surprisingly, somebody who gave props to the museum, and I saw a clip, several people showed me a clip. One person who actually gave props and congratulated me on the museum was Dr. Umar Johnson. He actually congratulated me on the museum and said he wanted to visit the museum when it comes up. Now, I can respect that. No, Umar gave props. Out of all the, a lot of people hating, but Umar actually gave props. But that other guy, y'all, they're saying his name. This dude, he does a lot of these conscious videos. You understand? He does a lot of these conscious videos. And this dude was hating big time. Listen, all you people talking about why we got to get the museum and you want to build Wakanda West and you want to build Plebiscite Island, listen, the Hidden History Museum is not stopping you from building Plebiscite Island, okay? If you want to build Plebiscite Island, don't sit here whining about our museum. Our museum is not stopping you. Our museum is not stopping you one iota. See, people got this, it's not either or, we got to build one thing. No, y'all stop using the museum as an excuse for you to be up here bullshitting and failing. Don't use the museum as an excuse for you to sit on your ass and run your mouth online. The reason why you're not getting the capital to get Plebiscite Island popping is because a lot of you haters, you don't have a track record of actually doing anything. People are not getting behind you running your goddamn mouth. People are tired of hearing folks just sit online babbling and they don't have anything tangible that they have done. Niggas running around online talking about what they want to do, that comes a dime a dozen. Every nigga is online talking about what they damn want to do. There's a million niggas. Do you have a track record of actually creating something tangible, bringing it to market? Do you have a track record of running a business? Do you have a track record of doing events that are successful? Do you have a track record of putting out tangible products that's successful? I've been doing this stuff for 20 years. For 20 years, I have been putting out successful products and projects consecutively for 20 years. Almost everything that I put out in the last 20 years has been successful. This is how I can generate this type of capital based on my brand. I've earned it. You understand? And it looks easy because I make it easy because I enjoy what I do. Then you have a lot of these hate niggas on here thinking, okay, if he got it, I talk a good game too. I be spitting some of that real hard shit too. How come I'm not getting it? Because you have not went out here in the bricks and put in the work. You don't have a track record. What's your resume? You see, this is why I want to give my young folks the game, my young brothers. See, I don't want my young brothers to see old hate niggas and see that as the template. You understand? No, you better be consistent and you better be thorough. I'm not stopping you. The museum is not stopping you from creating Plebiscite Island. Get your ass out here, create a brand for yourself, earn a reputation of putting out thorough projects, go out here and earn the respect and trust of the community, and then you do that. Build Plebiscite Island. I'll be glad to see Plebiscite Island, where you talk about you're going to have fruit, vegetables, cows, vibranium, candied yams, flying saucers, all that shit you're going to have at Plebiscite Island. Knock yourself out. The museum is not stopping you from that. You understand? Any nigga who talks down on the museum, that's a suspect Negro. You understand? They just don't have the trust of the people. That's what it boils down to. If you want to get mass support, you got to be the kind of person who has mass trust. And you get trust by actually doing a lot of things consistently where you earn the trust of the people. And you better believe, museums, that's my lane because I am a history buff. I do history films, so that's my lane. This is an easy lane for me. This is my lane. This is why this museum is going to pop the hell off, because this is my lane. Okay? So I know what I'm doing as far as this lane. Now, if you got expertise on vibranium and kente cloth designs and shea butter growth, you can grow shea butter trees and all that shit, That's your lane. Knock yourself out. Go out here and put in the work and get Plebiscite Island going. But hating on the museum, ain't nobody going for that right now. We can't eat hate. You can't teach children you hate. Your hate is useless. Hating comes a dime a dozen. You understand? I'm passionate about teaching history and teaching it in a way that all groups can understand it. This is why the museums are very important. When niggas start talking this, well, they got a museum in Detroit. They already got a museum in Washington, D.C. I don't want to hear that bullshit because let me tell you something. They got a liquor store on every damn corner in your community. You ain't running up to them talking that stupid shit. You ain't getting the Asian liquor store owners and the Arab liquor store owners out of your damn community. They got an Arab convenience store that they're trapping out of in the back. They got 1 million of them in your neighborhood. You ain't complaining about all of them. They got a Hispanic mystery meat food store, a bodega in your neighborhood on every other corner that they're selling mystery meat out of. They're selling you all types of mystery meat. You don't know what it is. They're selling you all types of stale food and old 2-year-old honey buns on every other corner. Your ass ain't out here telling them, hey, we got enough of you around here. But we build something that's going to educate the community, something that's going to be constructive for the community, something that's going to cleanse all the liquor out of their brains that's on every other corner. And you hate niggas want to complain about that? Damn, there's a damn museum in D.C. already. See, this is how brain dead a lot of niggas are. The fuck you complaining about a museum? And there's filth on every damn corner. You go to black neighborhoods, there's filth on every damn corner. And you ain't doing nothing about the damn filth on these corners out here. There's nail shops that's beating your ass, beauty supply stores that's whooping the women's asses, which is still up. They're still up. They're beating up the customers. But you want to complain about a damn museum. You're an enemy of black society if you complain about a museum that's going to help the damn babies and help the community and actually bring in tourists to the damn community. Yeah? Y'all running up and down in them damn liquor stores. And let's be clear, those liquor store owners, those are your informants, by the way. Liquor store owners, all of those liquor store owners and nail shops, these people also act as informants in the neighborhood. Whenever the police want to know what's going on, let's be clear. They got deals with these liquor store owners to get their surveillance cameras. Those liquor store owners, they keep surveillance cameras and footage of all the customers that come in. So that's why when the cops are looking for you niggas, they go right to the damn liquor store because they got a whole bunch of VHS tapes of you niggas. You understand? They got a whole trunk full of VHS tapes of you niggas. They videotape you day in and day out to give to the damn police when something go down in the neighborhood. They're the eyes and ears of the damn police. You in? Don't complain about no museum. This is the best thing that's going to happen in the community. Again, our museum is not stopping Plebiscite Island. Y'all can get Plebiscite Island popping. But family, we got to get this thing popping more than ever. Museums are very important, especially in the area that we're trying to put it in, because our area in South LA, they're gentrifying this area heavy. They're playing games with the people out there. So we're trying to get a foothold of our community. We're trying to get stock in the land over there. And we're trying to drive and generate customers to the businesses out there. So we're going to knock out many birds with one stone, and also just the education factor. Family, as you know, these people right now, these white supremacists are moving black history out of schools, and they're doing it under the guise of this critical race theory nonsense. I want y'all to see something that Fox News had on. they got one of their coons, this nigga named Derek Wilburn. So, and I've been telling y'all this con game that they've been doing. They go around and they put these bought and paid for coons, they send them to these city council meetings and these school board meetings to talk down on Black history, to talk about how I ain't no victim, ain't no racism. They strategically send these Negroes out here and they use their coons to start taking away Black history under the guise of critical race theory. Now I want y'all to look at this. And I want y'all to look at the language. Hold on, let me slow down a little bit. Let me show this first. So they got this right here. Colorado school district bans critical race theory, meaning Black history, okay? So what they do, they have their coons get up here, talk crazy and talk about how they're not victims, and then the white people use that to justify taking Black history out of schools. But I want y'all to look at the language of this guy right here, okay? Listen to the language of this white Fox News reporter. Now listen to this. Hold on.
Is critical race theory moving America backwards?
That's the argument one father, who is the descendant of slaves, made as he explained the harsh reality of the controversial...
Okay, did you catch that? Look how slick they're being. So now they understand that we're on to their coons. We are already hip to them getting foreign non-FBA coons. So now they're getting their coons in there because we're delegitimizing their coons, because the name of the game is for them to get a bunch of foreign coons. So now, listen, we got one of our coons who's a descendant of slaves. So he's not a foreign, so they can't attack him. He's a descendant of slaves, and he doesn't like critical race theory. You understand? So they watch us. He made sure to say descendant of slaves. Now let's be clear. This guy could be a descendant of slavery in the Caribbean, okay? He could be a Caribbean descendant of slaves. See, watch the language. This is why I like to use foundational Black American. So you can't be deceptive with foundational Black American. That's a very definitive term. So he said descendant of slaves. So this could have been a Caribbean coon. You understand? Somebody from the Barbados, somebody from Jamaica, somebody from Haiti. You understand? So we got to watch that. But he made clear to say descendant of slaves, so he didn't say where. All right? So they get this coon up here. All right, let me play this. Let me play it. Hold on. And hit that thumbs up button, by the way, guys.
Is critical race theory moving America backwards?
That's the argument one father, who is the descendant of slaves, made as he explained the harsh reality of the controversial teachings to his school board.
I am not oppressed. I'm not oppressed, and I'm not a victim. I have 3 children. They are not oppressed either, although they are victims. Racism in America would by and large be dead today if it were not for certain people and institutions keeping it on life support. Sadly, one of those institutions is the American education system.
That father, Derek Wilburn, joins us now. Derek, I saw the whole thing. It's incredibly motivating. I know I speak for all of us. What a powerful statement. You said, my kids are victims. They could be victims of their own ignorance, of their own laziness. And you pounded home the fact that we teach.
Look at all the keywords he's throwing in. Yeah, your kids they could be victims of lazy niggers. You know how niggers it's their own fault. Lazy. He was sure to throw in all of those little dog whistle words that they say about Black people. These are talking points handed down by these white supremacist think tanks.
Teaching kids to feel like they are oppressed is ultimately the worst thing you can do. What was the impetus for stepping up to that podium for you, Derek?
Every cloud has its silver lining. And one of the silver linings of this year and a half of COVID mania has been with children at home, doing learning from home, doing schooling from home. More and more parents are looking at their kids' schoolwork and saying, what's really going on? down there at that school that was built with my tax dollars and that's funded with my tax dollars, and started to take a closer look. And that's what happened to me. I started showing up at school board meetings in my district and in other districts around our city and taking a closer look at what's happening. And dozens of other parents have begun to do the same thing. So what they used to be able to slide in under the radar without parents really knowing, they no longer can. And when this CRT came around, I got to looking at it and said, not in my school, and began showing up.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just doing a bunch of talking points. And let's be clear, family, do y'all believe that this nigga is a foundational black American? I don't believe it. This nigga is not no damn foundational black American. I believe that this is some anchor baby nigga somewhere. This nigga is not FBA. I do not believe this nigga. I can almost guarantee this dude comes from a Caribbean background. This nigga is way too corny. This nigga is way too damn corny. I do not believe this nigga is FBA. I don't believe it. That's why they were very clear about saying he's a descendant of slaves. From where, though? You understand? Yeah, this nigga sounds like a fireman or a police officer. Yeah, so, they know how to find these coons, and they know how to word it and market these coons. I don't believe that dude is FBA. I do not believe it. That dude sounds like a cop. He sounds like he's clicked in with some police union or something. He has a Caribbean vibe. I'm getting a real Caribbean vibe from this nigga. I'm getting a Caribbean vibe. Do some research on this guy. Because I couldn't find anything on him. I was looking for this dude, and Tariq Wilburn. That's his name, Tariq Wilburn. Yeah? But speaking of tethers, that's what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Teletubby tethers, and I'm talking about tethers. We're talking about a lot of the tethers who were hating on the museum and us getting the funding for the museum. We still have to give props to some of the non-FBA family who did contribute. Let's be very clear. A lot of the non-FBA family, they did contribute to the museum. We do have a lot of foundational black Americans and non-FBA people who are on code. Let's be clear. In some of these non-FBA countries in the diaspora, you have a segment of black people who's on code, who's all about empowerment. The problem is there is a hardcore Coon faction in these countries. And what happens is those Coons undermine a lot of people over there. There's a lot of Coons over in your homelands, and they undermine everybody there. And then what happens is the white supremacists here, they bring those Coons here, and those Coons try to undermine us. They're sending over most of the Coons who try to undermine us. And this museum, it really hit hard for a lot of the Coon sectors in these communities. Not the empowerment sector. Let's be very clear. I'm differentiating the empowerment sector of non-FBA society. I'm differentiating you from the Coon sector. The Coon sector is big mad. The empowerment sector, they're very excited about the museum. They want to come over, they want to see the museum. They're very excited, and we rock with them. The Coon sector is big mad. Why is the Coon sector big mad? The Coon sector is very mad. Because, see, foundational black Americans, we're getting on code. And we're doing something that the Coon sector couldn't do with hundreds of millions of black people in some of these places. Over in some of these countries, there's 100 million black people. You understand? There's millions of black people in the Caribbean, these different African countries, hundreds of millions of people. And they could not get on code with enough people, and there's hundreds of millions of people, and they couldn't get on code with each other to build nothing. They got to go through the Asians. They got to wait till the white people get there. They got to wait for the government to come through. You understand? Whereas we just did something in a month. I want you to understand how significant what we did is. We just did with around 10,000 people. We didn't even get all black people involved. We got around 10,000 people to get $1 million, over $1 million in a month. You understand? So they're throwing darts at that. Because now it's like the coons are like, damn, how does that make us look? We're the ones over here talking about how lazy the Akata is. See, they're the ones who push the lazy Akata. The lazy Akata does not work hard as me. They go around white folks pushing the lazy shit, just like that white supremacist Fox News man threw out that little talking point of lazy, which was a shot at black people. You see? The whole lazy Akata, that just kind of squashed that whole narrative. Because 10,000 of us did something that 100 million people couldn't do without white people or the government getting involved, and still couldn't really do it without Asians getting involved. You understand? That's huge to raise $1 million in a month. Who's doing that? On a grassroots level? So this is why these tethers from the Coon sector keep throwing their own projections talking about scam. This must be a scam somewhere. It has to be a scam. If we get that kind of money, we got a scam. So you niggas must be scamming too. No, we're not. We're just on code. We're just on code with each other. No scams. Don't project your scam mentality on us. You understand? We just got on code and did what we're supposed to damn do. We're 7,000 in the room already. Almost 7,000. We just got on code, got on the same page, got rid of the hate, got rid of the tribalism, because it was black people, especially foundational black Americans, from all walks of life getting together, making it happen. If you look at our films, if you look at my movies, notice that we get black people from all walks of life to all come together on the same page. We get Christians, Christian preachers, Muslim preachers, Muslim ministers. We get scholars, we get teachers, we get activists, we get rappers. Oh man, we get different people from all walks of life to get on the same page because we all have a common goal of empowerment. We ain't on that tribal shit. We know how to put whatever little tribal differences to the side. Whereas in these other countries, they can't do that. Or they won't do that. They can, but they won't. A lot of these other countries, unfortunately, these tribal ass beefs are so ingrained, they cannot get on code with each other. You understand? Yeah, we got comedians. We got everybody. You understand? And when we start cleansing the plate, when we start saying, hey, we ain't gonna let the Coon class, the Teletubby Tethers come in and undermine us, they want to cry foul because now we're checking everybody's passport when they come around foundational black Americans. So now anybody who wants to speak for us or speak around us, we're checking their passport. We're seeing who you are, what's your track record. We're checking to see who the hell you are. That's why that suspected white supremacist news reporter threw in, well, we got a descendant of slaves over here who's going to talk down on black history. Because they know we're checking everybody's passport. Because let's be clear, there's a lot of people out here not the empowerment sector, but the Coon sector, who live to undermine foundational black Americans. And we saw that with our sister Sha'Carri running the relay. Now, our sister Sha'Carri, who's in the Olympics, a lot of the foreign tethers have been talking big shit about this sister. They've been hating on her heavy. And, you know, when she got suspended for weed, they were talking greasy about it. Oh, they've been talking big trash about her. So she ran in the latest race. She lost big time. Oh, boy. She lost. She came in last. It's whatever. And, boy, they were all of the Caribbean tethers and the African tether coons, boy, they got on code with each other and started talking shit about her, and they were using her as a proxy to talk about us. Yeah, boy, she got that Jamaican smoke. Yeah, she better learn how to be humble. Oh, yeah, she came in last. And boy, they were talking so much. Nicki Minaj was talking shit. She's Trinidadian. DJ Academic, Safari. Oh, man. What's that Nigerian football player who's on ESPN? He was talking crazy. Yeah, she better humble herself. She better learn how to humble herself. You dig? I don't know what her parents are, but again, they're using her as a proxy for us. You understand? And here's the thing. Because she's running as an American, she's still getting all the shine. That's the thing that's killing him. She lost. She came in last, and still don't nobody know who the Jamaican winners are. They still don't know. Emmanuel Ocho. Yeah, that's it. He blocked me too. That bitch ass nigga. He blocked me. All right, nigga. He blocked me on Twitter. But Sha'Carri came in last, and she still gets the most publicity. She still gets the most publicity. Everybody's still interviewing her. She's still getting all the shine. And that's really killing niggas. Don't nobody even know the Jamaican women who won. They don't even know their names unless you Google. You understand? Sha'Carri's American. Somebody here talking about she's Jamaican. Somebody said, I don't know about that, because if she was Jamaican, they wouldn't be talking so much shit about it. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because so many Jamaicans are talking big shit about her, and so many Caribbeans, and all of them are getting on code using her as a proxy. They've been talking real greasy. And people have been like, hey, man, y'all really, y'all really using her as a proxy to kind of go in on us. What's that really about? People have been calling it out. And what's interesting, Rotund Martin, but folks really got on his case because he was talking. He tagged her and he was talking real greasy towards her. He was like, this is rolling, and I'm going to read it like he said it. Damn, Sha'Carri Richardson got smoked at Prefontaine like a big Jamaican blunt. That was brutal. If your ass going to write checks, they can't bounce. She finished ninth. She got humbled real fast by the world's top sprinters. Okay? So Rotund was really talking greasy. Okay? Rotund Martin, and people were getting on his case. People like, Roland, shut your ass up. Shut up, Rotund. Roland, shut your ass up. And people were clowning him, and rightfully so. Like, Roland, shut up. You really going too far, nigga. All of them, they were trying to dogpile on her. Roland, you're the last person to sit up here talking about somebody getting smoked. Nigga, you smoke ham. You're the fastest at smoking ham and turkey legs, nigga. Shut your big tuba belly ass up. Leave her alone. You a sassy, jolly, juicy coon. Because Roland, he has a bug in his ass about foundational black Americans. He's always saying something slick about foundational black Americans. So this is his little way to use her as a proxy. Roland, your big ass need to stop. Looking like a big ass jar of syrup. Set your big ass up, Roland. Leave that sister alone, Rotund. You big butter biscuit eating behemoth bastard. Leave her alone, nigga. You don't need to be talking about nobody running. Nigga. Your ass is running to the nearest buffet. Talking about some damn body running. Nigga, the only person who need to be running is your ass on the treadmill. Yo big back ass. Talking about this sister. Come on, Rotund. Leave that sister alone, Rotund. But yeah, they all took it upon themselves to dogpile on our sister. You understand? No, y'all not going to play that game. No, you Teletubby Tethers ain't going to be talking all that grease. You understand? But listen. Going back to Fox News, let me go on Fox News and shout out to Jesse Jackson and his wife. They're in the hospital with the vid, and they got the V's. They got their jabs, and they still came down with the vid. Jesse Jackson and his wife. So prayers for them. I hope they come out all right. I hope they come out fine. I hope they are all right. But do y'all know, did y'all see this Fox News report where they tried to blame the spread of the vid on black people? Now listen to this. This is my old friend Laura, who I've had a war of words with on Fox News before. Getting back into their racism thing. They sat up here and tried to blame black people for the spread of the vid. Listen to this.
Yeah. Well, Laura, the COVID is spreading, particularly most of the numbers are with the unvaccinated, and the Democrats like to blame Republicans on that. Well, the biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. The last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats in their major cities and major counties. So it's up to the Democrats to get, just as it's up to Republicans, to try to get as many people vaccinated. But we respect the fact that if people don't want the vaccination, we're not going to force it on them. That's their individual right.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they took their little jab at black folks. Now, for them to get on national TV and blame black people for the spread of a deadly virus, boy, that's some very dangerous propaganda. Because remember when they were doing it to Asians, they had to stop that. They were called out for doing that with Asians, for even saying that it was from Asia. Remember? It was the Democrats jumping up. Oh, don't you say that now. You can't call it the China virus. You can't say that now. You see? The Democrats jumped out there. The white Democrats said, oh, no, you can't put this on Asians. Oh, stop Asian hate now. You can't say it came from China. Oh, you can't put an Asian face on it. In fact, we're going to have to start giving Asians reparations because of all the negative backlash that the Asians got for people blaming the COVID on them. We're going to have to give the Asians some money. You feel me? Where's our money now? Okay, where's our money? They just got on TV and said it was black people's fault for spreading damn COVID. That's the same propaganda. Where's our damn money? We're going to have to get our money too. You understand? See, y'all, Biden sexuals, y'all got to learn how to call that out. Yeah, when they were calling it the Kung flu and all that stuff. Oh, y'all can't do that. Come on, Asians, come get this money. That's negative propaganda against you. Come on, we're gonna have to put $100 million out here for you. Oh, we're gonna have to give y'all $100 million in grants. Come on. You dig? And y'all butter biscuit eating Sambos were co-signing it. Now that they're doing it to us, come on, where's our money? We better do the same thing. I want my check too. with this negative propaganda, we got to start calling this stuff out. We better watch propaganda when we see it. And speaking of propaganda, guys, did y'all see that shit that Tesla came out with? Speaking of propaganda, hold on. Elon Musk unveils a Tesla bot, a humanoid robot that uses vehicle AI. All right, they got this coming out. A humanoid robot, okay? The Tesla bot, okay? Now, they're trying to almost make this thing, you know, they rolled it out. And they've been trying to almost make it seem jokey. They always do that at first, okay? Let me tell you something. Whenever the dominant society rolls out something like this and then kind of try to make it lighthearted and jokey almost because they had somebody dancing all goofy, don't fall for this. This is propaganda. Hold on, let me show you something. At the rollout, they had somebody in a suit dressing up, dancing. Hold on. So they were doing this. All right, so they had somebody come out there in a robot suit, dancing all stupid and goofy. Don't fall for this, okay? Don't fall for this. This is, when they do stuff like this is a con game. This is to make you lower your defenses. Like, hey, look at me, we're silly, we're jokey, oh, it's not that bad. This is propaganda, okay? They got somebody out here acting stupid and goofy. Okay, black folks, don't fall for that. That right there got my antennas going. Whenever they roll out something and then they try to make it all jokey and silly, my antennas go up. My antennas go up. White supremacists, they always try to troll as a way to make people lower their defenses. These white supremacist militia groups, they love going out here trolling, like the Proud Boys. They go out here acting silly and they start trolling, and then all of a sudden they start ambush killing people. They do all that trolling as a way to lower your defenses. Like, hey, look at me, I'm silly and stupid. And then they start killing people. Don't fall for that trolling nonsense. Family, that shit is a weapon. That robot is a damn weapon. Be very clear. The white supremacist society, as our brother John Henry Clark says, everything is used for warfare. They use everything as a damn weapon. Remember them little old robot dogs? They had them little robot dogs that they were acting jokey and funny about. The dogs doing little flips and they playing little goofy music behind it. It was all jokey until they start bringing them dogs up in the projects in Harlem and Brooklyn. They start bringing them little robot jokey dogs all up in the projects. And people's like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. This is not no damn joke, man. They used one of these little old robot type of dogs to kill Micah Johnson. You dig? When Micah Johnson was letting loose, when Micah Johnson was doing what he was doing out there in Dallas, they sent one of them little old robot dog things. They sent a robot, the same little jokey, goofy robot, they sent a robot in there to blow him up. That was the first time they did that. Used a robot to go in there with a bomb and blow somebody up. That was the first time they did that. Over here. Don't think that shit is jokey. Family, we talked about this in the Buck Breaking movie. We talked about transhumanism. The white supremacist numbers are dwindling, family. Listen. Their numbers are dwindling. Every day we see articles about how their numbers are dwindling. And they're dwindling fast, and they cannot replenish their numbers. Let me find some articles. Hold on. Let me find some articles. These articles are coming out left and right. Hold on. Let me find some real quickly, guys. Just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, right here. This came out on the AP. All right. Census shows U.S. is diversifying, white population shrinking. So they're sending out these dog whistles heavy. Them white numbers are dwindling, and they understand how are they going to rule as a minority. How are they going to rule as a minority the same way they do in South Africa? Because we're not like South Africans. We're not divided among color lines. They got black people in South Africa, the blacks and the coloreds and this and all that stupid shit, that's stopping them all from getting on code so that the white supremacists over there ruling everybody as a minority. See, that's not going to work with us because we're on code with each other. We're generally on code. So what are they going to do? How are they going to rule as a minority? So now they're going to bring these machines in. These machines are going to be used as a police force. These robots are going to be the damn new police. They already got, notice they always put out these stories about the facial recognition and all this AI face recognition. And this face recognition is always targeting us in some kind of weird way. Hold on. This face recognition is always targeting us in some kind of way. Hold on. For example, these articles keep coming out. Like this, how face recognition fuels racist systems of policing and immigration. So they got these things programmed to target us. These things are already programmed to target black people negatively. They're already using all of this technology. They're targeting us already, and they keep acting like it's a glitch. Every other week we hear about how some black person done got gaffled up because of some of this AI facial recognition malfunction. And it always malfunctions on a damn black person. You understand? It's not malfunctioning. These things are programmed to target us. So yeah, these things are going to be programmed at a certain point on some Terminator shit. Blackface, terminate. Y'all better get the book Avoid the Machines. That book talks about that type of stuff. It ain't no glitch. These are not glitches. These are things that are programmed into these machines and artificial intelligence. You understand? It's some real heavy stuff going on out here. It's real heavy stuff going on out here, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be ready. We got to be on top of our game. We really got to be on top of our game, ladies and gentlemen. I just saw an article. They were talking about how the U.S. target Black Lives Matter protesters. Where's that article? Let me find that article. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me. I'm pulling up a lot of stuff as I'm talking. Hold on. I'm looking up this stuff as we talking. Okay. Now this came out. The feds deliberately targeted Black Lives Matter protesters, meaning black people, okay? That means black people. The feds deliberately targeted black people, okay? Black Lives Matter protesters, remember, that's a code word for black people, okay? So when the white liberal media starts putting this out here, when they talk about the government and them targeting black people, when they do that, hold on, let me find the gist of it. Hold on, let me find the gist of it. Okay. When they start, look, I want y'all to understand, whenever they start admitting that the government is targeting black people, they only do it as a way to do this. They only do it to bring Trump in there, okay? So they use this as an opportunity to blame Trump. Like Trump used these arrests and prosecution. So they'll bring it up just as long as they can pin it on Trump A key finding to the report was that the push to use federal charges against protesters came from the top down derivatives from former President Trump and William Barr. So this was an opportunity. They'll only mention the government targeting black people if they can use it to pin it on Trump. Okay? Let's stop falling for that con game. We know that the government targets black people. The Democrats and the Republicans, they try to pin it on Republicans only. We ain't falling for that. We're not falling for that. The liberal media, they never talk about the liberal racism against black people. They only talk about racism against black people if they can blame it on the right wingers. We got to stop falling for that con game. That's a con game too. And they act like Biden is some kind of big friend for black people. No, we got to stop falling for that game. We got to stop falling for that game. Okay? We got to stop falling for that. Yeah? But we got to watch out what's going on out here. Some real shit going on out here. And family, by the way, like I said, we got the museum going. Let me shout out everybody who contributed to the museum. The museum, you can still contribute to the museum, ladies and gentlemen. You can still contribute to the museum. You can still contribute to the museum. Our brother, I gotta shout my brother out. My brother here, my brother T. Rogers, my brother T. Rogers. This right here, OG T. Rogers. My brother passed. My brother passed away a few days ago. R.I.P. to our good brother T. Rogers. T. Rogers, very well respected activist out here in Los Angeles. He's from Chicago originally. Good brother, man. Me and him were chopping it up and we were corresponding, man, and I was going to do something about him for the museum, actually, to discuss his activism work. Our brother T. Rogers, he had pneumonia, and I didn't know he was, sickly like that. And our brother just passed unexpectedly. But T. Rogers, this brother was very well respected. This was what he was, when you say OG, and he didn't like me calling it, he didn't like me using the term OG to refer to him, by the way. But he was an OG. Even though he didn't like the term, no, don't call me OG. But he would really get on me about calling him an OG. He rejected that because he was trying to rectify what he put out there. This is one of the OG original Bloods in LA. Okay? He was one of the OG original Bloods in Los Angeles, Black Pea Stones out there. He founded the Black Pea Stone Bloods, one of the oldest sets out here in LA. He came from Chicago. They had the Black Pea Stone Nation out here, in Chicago, I'm sorry. They had that in Chicago. Some people thought that Jeff Fort and those guys sent him out here to start that. I don't think they sent him because he was 12 when he came out here. So I don't think they sent him. I think he used the name to start that faction over there in the area called the Jungles. And you got to understand LA gang politics. The Bloods, a lot of blood gangs are really default gangs. For those who don't know, a lot of Bloods in LA are default gangs, meaning if you weren't a Crip, you became a Blood. If your neighborhood wasn't Crip, they automatically became Bloods because the Crips were growing so much in the early 70s. But this brother, very well respected Blood. He was respected by Bloods and Crips. A lot of folks respected this guy. And he did a lot later in life to really intervene with a lot of the gang stuff. He stopped a lot of the gang violence. He intervened and got a lot of people out of that stuff. You understand? He did a lot to work with the community. LA history is real deep. Yeah. LA history is real deep. Yeah, the Crips were bullies, and me and T. Roger talked about that. Me and T. Roger, we talked about how the Crips, Raymond and Jamel Barnes and Craig Craddock and a lot of these early cats were real big bullies. They were really bullying a lot of people. And then what happened, a lot of them got on that they were fucking with that angel dust and red devils, and they would run into, they'd kill somebody and then go to the funeral and then knock over the casket and all this stuff. So T. Rogers was telling me, he's like, hey man, when they were doing that type of shit, we had to get busy. You know, we couldn't keep letting that type of shit go down. You know? He said we had to organize and get our shit together when, you know, they were doing that type of shit. We had to go to war, you know? So, you know, shout out to our brother T. Rogers, man. Again, he did a lot for the community. Real good dude. Real good dude. Yeah? Yeah, a lot of those dudes, man. Right after the 1960s, man, they started flooding these areas with Sherm sticks and PCP. Yeah, Tookie and all these dudes were Sherm the fuck out. Yeah, these dudes were on that shit, man. A lot of these dudes were on that damn narcotic. They were on all these crazy psychotropic drugs, man. Yeah? That's what it was. And our brother T. Rogers, he never did drugs. He never drank, never smoked, none of that stuff. He stayed sober. That's what he told me. He said he said in order to be a leader, I had to have my mind clear. Yeah, I didn't get high. If you talk to a lot of the real thorough dudes who made out to be pretty good leaders, they really didn't drink or smoke like that. Another dude, OG Turtle from Santana Block, he got killed, I think in the late 80s, early 90s, and there was a documentary about him in the 80s. But he was another dude who didn't drink, didn't smoke. Yeah. Heavy stuff. But shout out to him. I just talked to my brother's family earlier today. I talked to T. Rogers' family, and they're getting all the funeral arrangements and stuff, and I've helped them out with that. And they're going to make an announcement when and where the funeral is going to be. I think they're going to make the announcement tomorrow. So shout out to our brother. Shout out to the family. Yeah. Yeah, OG Turtle, original lowrider. Yeah. Turtle didn't drink or smoke either. Yeah. Heavy stuff. Yeah. I just saw something where I saw this. Hold on one second. I saw this on, hold on. I saw this online. It raised my antennas. Hold on. Where some trans person is up here talking about they're going to get a trans, this is a trans person. She wants to be the first trans woman to have a womb transplant. Okay, so now they're trying to transplant wombs in men who are transgender. Okay, so this is a biological man who became a woman, and they're going to try to give this man who became a woman a womb. And my question is, where are you going to get the wombs from? Because I keep hearing about these womb transplants. Where y'all getting these wombs from? Where are these wombs coming from? Okay? Who y'all getting the wombs from? I want to see how this is going to work, see? Because we talked about this in one of the films, how when sisters go to the doctor, sisters get these mystery hysterectomies all the time. When sisters go to the doctor, they scraping all the sisters' insides out. They taking everything you got when you go to the hospital. And all of a sudden, they got these wombs laying around everywhere. So where are these wombs coming from? All right? Shit. Y'all better check that book, Medical Apartheid. It's real heavy. You understand? Family, look, these people are desperate. And if they can put a womb in a man, a white man, and have this white man give birth, they'll do it. You understand? These folks are trying it all. Their survival is on the line. They're trying it all right now, family. They're going to put a womb in a bussy. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work. You dig? So they're promoting the LGBT stuff. You don't know what's going on. They're trying to blur all gender lines. They're going all over the place with this stuff. And speaking of LGBT, now listen, I said that I want people to submit stuff for the museum. I need artists to submit artwork for the museum, because we're gonna start curating once we get the building going, and we're gonna need some artwork going. And somebody sent me this. Somebody said we can use this guy right here. Somebody sent me this person right here. You know what? Listen. Hold on. You know what? Some of y'all ain't shit. This right here, I'm drawing the line right here. This, I draw the line right here. No, y'all not gonna do this. I know y'all feel a certain way about Uncle Mammy, but no, I'm gonna draw the line. This is just taking it too far. This is y'all taking it too damn far. I'm calling foul on the play. Y'all not gonna do this. This is what you're not gonna damn do, okay? This is too goddamn petty. I'm saying enough is enough. Listen, I gotta be professional now. See, this type of petty stuff, I can't co-sign this. I cannot co-sign this, lady. I'm about to be running your museum, so I'm gonna have to be professional. I can't co-sign this type of shit no more, okay? This right here, I mean, y'all could have gave her some edges. Y'all didn't have to do her edges like this. I can't co-sign this. I'm not gonna let y'all do this. I'm not gonna let y'all do this. Y'all could have gave this woman some damn edges. This is just too goddamn much. The chopper suit is too much. I'm gonna be running the museum. I gotta be professional now. I gotta wear suits. This I cannot co-sign. That's too low. That's just below the belt. That's too much. Okay? That I can't do. No, no, absolutely not. No, we're gonna have to pray the petty away. Okay? Y'all not gonna do that. That's just too much. And I will not put that in the museum. Y'all not coming in the museum and seeing this. I'm not. Y'all gonna have me get bad Yelp reviews on the museum if I have some shit like this up in here. Y'all not gonna do this. Don't send me this for the museum. I'm telling y'all, that's just not conducive to the professionalism that we're trying to bring forth to the community's Hidden History Museum. I gotta be professional now, see? See, I gotta handle shit like that professionally. Okay. See, that's the only downside of running the museum. Now I can't be petty like I used to be. Now I gotta be professional. See? We got pros and cons. That's the only con. Now I gotta be professional. Because if I was petty, I would put that shit up in there. But I'm not petty. I can't be petty. I can't put that in there. I can't put that in there. That I can't do. Okay. I cannot put an Uncle Mammy portrait in there like that. When y'all done took her edges away, that's just cruel right there. Y'all just took it to a very, the way y'all did her edges, the edges got me. Just the edges, it would have been all right, but the edges was just mean-spirited. That was just mean-spirited with the edges. God don't like ugly, okay? I'll just say that. But listen. Did y'all see the video I put up of some bedwench blues? There was some bedwench blues going on. You know how Divest Twitter, they sit up here talking about how important it is to get a zaddy. Oh, you know how Divest Twitter sits up here talking about, oh, you gotta leave these black men alone. These conquered black men. You understand? You hear them, how they talk greasy about black men. Oh, leave Tyrone and get you a Tyler. Oh, you know how they talk greasy about brothers. Well, there's this one bed wench who was with a white man who smutted her out and kicked her to the curb. So she'd been on TikTok crying about it. Now, I gotta be professional. Brothers, I gotta show some sympathy here. There's some bed wench blues going on, but maybe this is a cry for help. Now this is her crying about Zaddy, how Zaddy did her wrong. Now listen to this. This is, from Divest Twitter, where you're supposed to get you a Zaddy, get away from all of these cruel brothers and get you a Zaddy. This is what happens when you get Zaddy. Hold on.
Where he was just like so fucking horrible to me, and he just treated me like a stupid black bitch. And it was like so painful for me, and everybody was like, well, you're the fucking dumbass because you stayed, and you're just a stupid black bitch because you let him treat you like one. And like, I know that the situation was my fault because I should have just left, but like, it really fucking hurt because like, I had sex with him and he basically just like used me for sex. He was like a white guy in a frat. And so basically I ended up seeing him at Target when I was there with my old best friend like at the time. And he wouldn't look me in the eyes. He wouldn't say anything. It was like, he was ashamed of me and just like embarrassed. Which is like how most people get about me, and it was like so fucking painful. And so I stood up for myself and said what I needed to say to him. And he ran away from me when I was speaking to him. And my friend was like, that's humiliating. Like she was like, you just embarrass yourself, and like that's pathetic for you as a black woman to do something that stupid.
Oh no, poor baby. Oh. Zaddy did what? What did Zaddy do? Not Zaddy. Not Zaddy. Zaddy did that. What? Oh no, not Zaddy. Now let me talk to my brothers. And now listen, brothers. Let me talk to the brothers because I got to be professional here. Listen, strong black kings. That's what she needs, brother. She needs a strong black king in her life. Are there any black kings who's willing to step up for this fallen queen, to uplift the queen? Fellas, she lost her way. She lost her way, ladies and gentlemen. She just needs one of you strong black Zamunda warriors to really bring her back up. You got to dust off the Zaddy juice. Come on, fellas, are y'all willing to lift her up? This is a cry for help, brothers. She's trying to come on back home. Where are my good brothers who's ready to step up? As our good brother Malik Yoba said, come on, brother, come on, brother. Y'all not trying to step up? Come on. I know she said y'all weren't shit, and y'all. I know they be saying that you're conquered black men and you can't hold up to Zaddy and your low-level niggas, but they didn't mean it, brothers. Come on, y'all gotta give her a chance, fellas. Y'all not willing to give her a chance? Yeah, she got into some slave play. You're not trying to get Zaddy's sloppy seconds? Is that what you're trying to say? Y'all not trying to uplift the queen? Come on, brothers. Let's don't be like that. Come on now. Oh my God. Boy, that's Twitter. They stay taking L's. And what's so raw, he ran from her ass. Sound like this white boy lost the bet. It was probably some shit. She said he was in a frat, so it was probably some kind of frat initiation, because these white boys, a part of white supremacist culture is that, they dare each other to go sleep with a black woman. That's kind of a thing where it's like a fetish. It's like a dare. Go sleep with that black girl. So you got smutted out. He got into some slave play, and he was saying some white supremacist bullshit in the bedroom. So he sees her, she gets the talking bedwench babble, and he runs away. And she's on here crying about white zaddy. That's damaged goods, huh? Y'all say she's damaged goods. I think she needs, what she needs, fellas, she needs a strong black king. She needs one of you dudes who's talking about building Plebiscite Island. She needs you to take her to Plebiscite Island. Just rub her down real good with some vibranium. That vibranium will get all that zaddy juice and that bedwench stench off of her. You gotta take her to Plebiscite Island. You know, take the weave out. Get some Bantu knots and let her drink a little sea moss. Get her a little Dr. Sebi cleanse. She'll be just as good as new. She'll be as good as new. Take her down, get her some of that southern red clay. Let her chew on a couple of bricks of red clay to get the toxins out. And I think she'll be just as good as new. You could take her to the Essence Festival. Come on, fellas. Come on, guys. Give her a chance, fellas. Give her a chance. Don't throw the bedwench out with the bathwater. I got to see the positive in things now because I'm going to be running a museum. So now I gotta see positives on both sides now, okay? This is the new me. I'm thinking that y'all can get that bedwench and turn her into the strong Wakanda queen that she's meant to be. Y'all gotta convince her to not be with Zaddy. Y'all gotta spray her down to get some of that lice off of her. No telling what kind of white men she's laying up with. Y'all gotta spray her down good. She's been with white supremacists. So you gotta spray her down and get some ointments. Ask your grandmother. Your grandmother got some ointments that's good for getting, you know, some of that Gold Star ointment mixed with some Sulfur 8 and some Icy Hot and some Vicks Vapor Rub. Your grandma got some shit that she done mixed together. Use some of that to get some of that bedwench juice off of her. What y'all know about that red clay down in Alabama and Mississippi? What y'all know about that red clay? Your grandparents probably ate that red clay back in the day. Had a lot of vitamins and minerals in that red clay. Yeah? Anyway, y'all, I've been on here for a long time. I've been on here, kind of regular time. Well, how long I've been on here? I've been on here for a minute. But listen, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Family, you can still contribute to the museum because we still need to get funds for the museum, so you can still contribute to the museum right here. The museum is happening. It is a reality. So people can still contribute to the museum because we're trying to get that initial $3 million so we can outright buy the land. I'm going to put the money on the land ASAP. We're getting this stuff moving real quickly. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also go to buckbreakingmovie.com, and hiddencolorsfilm.com to get all the movies, all the films, all that good stuff. Go to ogoonjuice.com. Don't forget your Ogoon juice spray. ogoonjuice.com, and go to officialfba.com to get the FBA t-shirts and all that stuff. All right, guys, it's been great chopping up with the family. Y'all